Right. So get ready because we are diving into a Hollywood story that just got even wilder.
Yeah. And, this one has some serious weight to it.
Yeah. If you think you've heard it all in this Diddy case, well, think again.
Oh, yeah, the Diddy case. Yeah.
The accusations against Diddy are serious.
Yeah.
Rape, human trafficking. It's a long list. But just when you thought it couldn't get any more intense, boom, a secret tape
Oh, wow. Secret tape. Okay.
enters the chat. And not just any tape.
Right.
This one supposedly involves someone even bigger than Diddy.
Wow. Someone bigger than Diddy. Okay.
So let's back up for a second.
Yeah.
We're talking about attorney Ariel Mitchell-Kidd. She represents one of the women who's accusing Diddy of sexual assault. This goes back to 2018.
Okay, it's 2018, yeah.
Now, she's saying she was contacted about this tape. She was asked if she wanted to buy this tape.
Interesting.
So naturally, people are wondering, like, why would you go public with this kind of information, especially as a lawyer in a high-profile case like this?
Right. That's kind of like unorthodox, I would say. I mean, if you have that kind of evidence, you'd want to hold on to it. Right?
Exactly. So what's her game plan here? Is she trying to pressure Diddy? Is this about protecting her client?
Right. Or is this a strategy for the case? Yeah.
Okay, and then there are the details she's revealing about this tape itself.
Oh, there's more. Okay, all right.
She's not naming this other person on the tape, but she's saying that they're more high profile than Diddy.
Wow, more high profile than Diddy. Okay.
Which, I mean, come on, that's a bold statement.
That is.
She also says that the footage was shot at Diddy's house in Atlanta, that it is sexually explicit, and that the other person, this other high-profile person, may not have even known they were being recorded.
Oh, that changes things.
That's right.
Yeah.
That right there throws a whole other wrench into things.
Yeah, huge legal implications right there. Consent, privacy laws. We could even be talking revenge porn, depending, on the situation, the intent behind all this.
Yeah, we're already in murky waters, and we haven't even seen this tape yet.
Murky waters indeed. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got to talk about this mystery person. I mean, who could be more high profile than Diddy? We're talking about someone in Diddy's circle.
Oh, this is where the speculation starts. This is going to be good. All right, so we're talking music, movies, business, maybe even politics. I mean, the possibilities, they're endless.
It's easy to get caught up in the who's who of it all.
Oh, absolutely.
But we've got to remember there are some serious accusations already on the table against Diddy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And we have to remember that, these are serious allegations and there are real people involved. And, we want to be mindful of that as we kind of like unpack this whole thing.
Right, of course. And speaking of these accusations, this isn't the only case that Diddy's facing right now. We've also got the ongoing case from his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, she came out with some accusations of her own, right?
Exactly. So it'll be interesting to see if or how these cases might kind of intersect.
Yeah.
But going back to this tape, are we talking about a potential game changer here?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, potential game changer. Because, if this tape is out there, if it exists and it makes it into the courtroom, I mean, that's a whole other ball game.
Okay, so let's play that out for a minute.
Yeah.
Let's say this tape, it does exist.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, it ends up being played in court.
Yeah.
Like, how would that even work?
Well, I mean, first of all, you'd have a massive legal battle over the tape itself.
Oh, I bet.
Just to even allow it as evidence. Because, if it was obtained illegally, if there are questions about consent.
Which there are.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Then, Diddy's lawyers would jump at the chance to get it thrown out.
So even if it's like the smoking gun, there's no guarantee it would ever actually be admissible in court.
Exactly. And then you have the whole issue of, proving it's authentic,
Oh, right.
Is this actually Diddy on the tape? Was it edited? I mean, there's so many factors the court would have to consider.
And then on top of all that, you've got, the fallout for this other person. I mean, if this gets out, we're talking potential career suicide, right?
Yeah.
Not to mention the personal toll. I mean, the emotional stress of all of this.
And the fact that Mitchell-Kidd specifically said this person was more high profile than Diddy. I mean, that means we're not just talking about somebody who's, trying to break into Hollywood or something. We're talking somebody who's already there, somebody who has a lot to lose. So.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, this is messy. This is messy.
Yeah, this whole thing, it really, I don't know, it highlights just how much power is at play here.
Oh, yeah.
Like, who gets believed, who's protected. It makes you think.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think it just, this whole case, it goes beyond just Hollywood, this happens everywhere, right?
Yeah.
You have someone in a position of power, like Diddy, with his money and his influence, it can be very, very difficult to hold them accountable.
Right.
And that's without even factoring in this other mystery person, who allegedly has even more power than Diddy. It really shines a light on the system that seems to protect those at the top, right?
Yeah, no, totally. And, we've seen this time and time again. I mean, the hashtag Me Too movement, it did a lot to bring these issues to light. But we're obviously, we're still grappling with these same power
Same,
imbalances.
for sure.
I mean, this case is like, it's almost like holding up a mirror to Hollywood. It makes us confront these uncomfortable truths about fame and power and, just how much goes on behind closed doors.
Yeah, and how much people are willing to just keep those doors closed, to keep quiet. It makes you wonder how many other stories are out there, just waiting to be told.
It's like we're watching this whole thing play out in real time.
Yeah, it's wild, isn't it?
Like, will we ever actually see this tape? And if we do, what's it going to mean for Diddy, for this other person, for the whole case?
It's the big question, right? Right now, it's all speculation. But one thing's for sure, this tape, if it ever comes out, it's going to send shockwaves, way beyond Hollywood.
Okay, so let's say it does come out. What happens then? I mean, could this lead to new charges against Diddy? Could it even, like, I don't know, mess up the cases that are already against him?
Oh, absolutely. Don't forget, Mitchell Kidd said this other person on the tape, they might not have known they were being recorded.
Right, right.
So if that's true, and if the tape was obtained illegally,
Which, who knows at this point?
Exactly. It could actually end up helping Diddy's case.
Wow. So this whole thing could backfire.
Oh, yeah. Legal cases, they're like, they're not always straightforward, especially with someone like Diddy with so much at stake and with evidence that's, well, potentially explosive.
So it's a waiting game now.
Pretty much. All we can do is wait and see what happens.
And what about this other person? Will we ever find out who it is? And if we do, what happens to them?
That's another big question mark. They're caught in this whole mess now, whether they like it or not.
Right.
If their name gets out, it could ruin them. I mean, their career, their reputation, everything.
This whole situation, it's like a reminder that there's always more going on than we see,
Always.
It's about power, about how far people will go to protect themselves.
Absolutely. And with social media, with how fast news travels these days,
Well, a whole other level.
the stakes are so much higher now.
It makes you think, what does this all say about, I don't know, about Hollywood, or the secrets, the power dynamics?
It's a conversation we need to be having, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully this case, it'll push for more transparency, more accountability.
Well, it definitely has our attention. So as we wrap up this deep dive, we're left with more questions than answers.
Yeah.
Will we ever see this tape? Who is this mystery person? And what does the future hold for Diddy?
It's a cliffhanger, that's for sure.
One thing's for certain, though. This story is far from over. It's got all the makings of a classic Hollywood drama, the power struggles, the secrets, and potentially life-changing consequences. And we'll be here for every twist and turn as it unfolds.
Oh, absolutely. This is going to be good.
Until next time, keep asking those tough questions, and remember,
Yeah.
sometimes the most shocking stories are the ones happening right in front of us.